Most young men today are feeling very, very depressed. They feel very, very empty inside. And no one is talking about this because everyone wants to talk about the attractive stuff, the shiny stuff. No one wants to talk about the deep stuff. And I know this because I was once there. My story is quite fucked up, right? I went to three high schools. I've been suspended twice, been expelled once. I was forced to repeat the class once. So think about it. I have been in that situation where I don't know what I'm doing in life to the point where I was made to repeat a class. My mind is nothing was even happening in my mind, and I'm grateful because when I got into university, I knew I had to take my life very, very serious. Because in university, the suspension was once a year, and me getting to university, having to be classmates with people who were my juniors was quite embarrassing to me, and that was like negative emotion to tell me, "Fuck it, guy, get your act together." You see, that was where I began to like improve my life. But before then, my life was completely messed up. And realizing that a lot of young men are basically in that situation today. The real problem is that the average young man today has no sense of purpose. He has nowhere he's directing his mind to, basically. And I tell people that it's very, very simple if you understand that distractions, right? And the young man is mostly distracted today because there are companies who are spending billions of dollars to addict the young man today. The first step is one, isolate the young man. Next step is addict him to different things. And this is where everyone gets crazy because they will separate you. The keyword is step one, separate the young man today. Step two is make him addicted to a lot of things that work against him. Trashy food, junks, sugar food. Make him depressed. Now, when he's depressed, this is where a new stage comes in. Recommend him for therapy. Recommend him for what? Mental problems, which now make them sell you more drugs. So the average young man today is seen as a profit center, not as a human being. Now, all that can literally be solved if you do one thing. Pick a fucking goal and work towards that goal. Like, there's nothing more complex than that. Anybody who is basically trying to create something more complex has something to sell to you, and I have nothing to sell to you. By the way, my name is Honore. I create content to help young men find a voice in this world where just being a man alone makes you're being made to feel guilty. And ask them, why are you feeling guilty just because you're a man? You're a man, you're supposed to man up and protect the people that you're supposed to protect. You are supposed to be responsible for your own life. So back to this is, if you understand that distraction here is literally the opposite of a direction, your whole life will completely change. Now, the second step, the main step here is pick one thing you're directing your energy to. Like, it's just that simple. Pick a goal. I can bet if you pick a goal and accomplish that goal for yourself, your life will begin to change. Now, it doesn't have to be a $10,000 goal. Just pick one goal. For example, it's what, 6 packs. So let's say pick a goal of 6 packs and you're committing yourself to the 6 packs goal. What really happens? What? Your discipline will have to step up a little bit. Your diet will have to improve. You'll be much more focused towards something. And there's something else that's very important in your third step is what? Have a brotherhood. You see, when you have a brotherhood, it helps you it's a way of keeping yourself accountable. When you have people who are sharing similar goals with you, if you have a community you're part of, these days, most communities happen online, but it is more important if you have a real community in person. See, nobody can take away the power of a brotherhood. Because like I said, the first step these guys are doing, which is this matrix, these guys who are controlling the world, the first step is to isolate the young man. Make the young man lonely today. You see, the moment you are lonely, you are subjected to a lot of bullshit. Right? You're subjected to a lot of this is it. They make you lonely, step one. When the young man is lonely, it becomes what? It's easy for him to not have a direction. And when young men don't have a direction, they are distracted. When they're distracted, it's easy for you to control where their distraction goes to. So they distract you, then the third stage, the young man feels very depressed. When these distractions, they are profiting from you. Porn sites are showing you ads. The junk foods are selling more to you. You're addicted to food, addicted to drugs. So it's a full system. Now you're feeling depressed because there's nothing exciting happening in your life. Your life feels like it is being stuck in the same circle. The first step is you go to meet a mental health, maybe it's a therapist or something, and they recommend some kind of drugs to you. And that is where the real profit comes in. Massive profits for life. They've hooked you on what? But all that can change if you have one thing, a direction. Now, because I have nothing to sell to you, that's why I'm basically giving you this answer. And let me tell you something that one quick hack for life is anybody who tries to internalize your solution wants the best for you. Anybody who is trying to tell you, oh, if you want the solutions to your problems, hit me up in the DMs, is lying to you. He's basically using your attention for strictly profit. And that is what one thing I'm trying to get. Not everything is profit. Some things should be done because of humanity, for humanity's sake, for humanity purposes. That's why I create free content, a lot of free content for young men. For young men to find their voice in this life, I create a lot for them. You see, if you have a place you're directing all of your energy to, guess what? It is difficult to be distracted. Now remember, so let's reverse it. Let's reverse it. If you pick a goal you're going towards, your attention and your energy gets directed to that goal. You will begin to align yourself to that goal. Now, like I said, it's better if you have a community. This is why when any challenge you see online, for example, the 75 hard challenge, join the challenge and join the community in that challenge. Watch how much your life will improve. Mind you now, this is me giving you the power in your own hands right now, right? Just do something. Even though it's talking to girls, start talking to girls. You notice that you will begin to level up, not just in one area, but other areas of life. Even if you pick a goal to talk to or to get very fluent with girls, what happens is your speech will get better. Your confidence will get better. You will know that, okay, fine, I feel like I am having movement in my life because the real thing there is one, having a direction, and two, moving towards it. Three, more interesting, moving to that direction with people. See, Secret Service have a secret actually is that when there's a shooting happening, the more you move, the harder it is to target for you to be a target. They know this. Same thing with life. Literally, the more you move, the faster you move, the less it is for them to distract you and for them to addict you. Like I said, that's my real message. And I just wish more people can speak about this thing because for some weird reasons, people are only creating videos for shallow stuff. For example, confidence looks good, but if you're confident without competence, you have a very big problem. You would attract people to your life, but people won't stay because they'll sit through your bullshit. So I tell you what, focus on being competent and confidence with your competence. I tell you to lean into that masculine energy and become very competent. That is some deep stuff. Shallow stuff is confidence, right? You want to look like you can get it done. Being capable means you can actually get things done. And by the way, that is actually how you solve your insecurities. I think I've made a video on that. I'm not too sure, but I make videos every day to help young men because my name is Tonore, and one of my purposes in life is to make sure we have men that actually have their shit together. The more men we have that shit together, the better I know the world is going to be. So if you want the algorithm to push this video far, let's talk in the comment section. Let's begin to form a brotherhood, a community of like-minded men. This community has one goal: to make the young man strong again, to make the young man have a direction in life. So thank you very much. Let's talk in the comment section so that this algorithm will push the video further to that young man who needs to hear this message. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon, and bye for now.